How can I open my third eye? This might seem very difficult, but it is actually one of the easiest things to do, simply because having an open third eye, or a spiritual eye, or the mind's eye, whatever we would like to call it, having this eye open is the most natural thing for humans, for humanity. Actually, I think it's for all beings, but let's focus on humans. But we block it all the time. So let's focus on what blocks us from seeing with our third eye. Of course, we have heard this one before, but the biggest blockage is trust. We simply do not trust what it is we see with the mind's eye, because we want proof. And the biggest reason we want absolute proof is so we can tell somebody else, and that somebody else will not make fun of us if it is not the case. This is the biggest reason we want proof. In my case, the reason my third eye opened quite quickly after I asked for it is because I never gave a damn what anybody else will say or what anybody else will do. So I didn't need their approval and their acceptance. So it was easier for me to trust. So if you do care what other people will say about you, if you do need their approval, then trusting what you see is going to be a little more difficult. But that is the biggest blockage. I don't think we need to focus on anything else. Everything else helps make the third eye vision clearer. But if you don't trust right away, it doesn't matter what else you do. You can go to the Himalayas, you can meditate 23 hours a day. It's not going to help if you don't trust right away. Don't question it. Don't call another psychic to say, I saw this, is it true? I get this a lot. I get a lot of emails from people that are opening the third eye saying, this is what I saw, is it true? Remember, I've mentioned this in another little video. Remember, we cannot imagine something that doesn't exist. If you can see it, it exists. Now, having said that, we have another little problem with people that are psychic or that have opened the third eye. They see a lot of things that they want to see. For instance, they meet someone and they see with the third eye that this someone is for them and is going to love them. This is just wishful thinking. And then when things fall apart, they call other psychics to say, I saw things differently. No, that wasn't the third eye, baby. That was your wishful thinking. We do have that problem as well. However, it only hurts them. It doesn't hurt anyone else, so it's not a problem we need to fix. But keep this in mind, that you do, when you really want something to happen, you imagine it, you visualize it, and it feels like you're seeing it with the third eye. It feels like the spirit world is telling you, yes, John, Jane, or Mary will be with you forever, will love you forever. You two were meant to be together. That's just your wishful thinking. Now, let's see what else blocks the third eye. I will say a couple of things that help, but this is not a must. Now, being a vegetarian or a vegan really does help. However, having said that, I have met some very good clairvoyants with very clear vision that were not vegetarian at all. And this is why I want to say it helps. It's not necessary, but it does help. Let's see what else. You know what? It's difficult for me to find more things simply because the biggest thing is trust. 90% of the things that block our third eye vision is we don't trust. And the other 10% is glamour. We think we're special because we can see with the third eye. We think we're special because we might see something that someone else has not seen yet. And we need attention. So that kind of blocks it as well. We go into the glamorous things. We meet someone and we say, oh, I can see this and this in your aura. You know what? Shut the fuck up. I didn't ask you. If I ask you, then you can tell me what you can see in my aura. Otherwise, shut it. Keep it to yourself. This is just your need for attention. You're just starving for attention. And since nothing else has worked, oh, let me use my third eye now to get attention. It's really, really annoying. And you give the rest of us that do this job a bad name. We don't all have your needs. So stop it, stop it, stop it. Now, third eye. How else can I open my third eye? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to leave it here because if you trust, then everything else happens by itself. So I'm going to leave it here.